It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Fields on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fields now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Well, this defense for the Bears, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now back to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. They'll try the left side with Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught by Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Fields drops this one down to Sermon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. To throw is Fields. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Again, Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A strong running. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A handoff for Gibson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Sermon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Again with Sermon. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 15. And they will score. A pick six for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0. Our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They stop it for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. Soldier Field, always a tough place to kick, especially for younger guys who don't kick here regularly. And I think the Winds just claimed another victim. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just got to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That's a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Wrong way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Off play action, Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing again is Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and goal, Fields flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. They'll get 34 yards there. Back to throw again. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game. Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Saying, hey, touchdown, Chicago! Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that? And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way. Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They'll look to throw again. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, Washington.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fields on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll run. It's Gibson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. He's back to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
A fairly short kick from the 14. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting